I'm Dan Ennis, and I'm the Dean of the Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts here at Coastal Carolina University. This is the fourth in a series of videos addressing our first-year students and trying to give them some advice and some information on how to maximize the benefit of their time here at Coastal. In these videos, we've talked a little bit about attendance, and then we've talked about how to engage when you are attending class. Last video, we talked about making a connection between students and faculty, and this last topic is about expansion. It's about expanding out of the classroom. It's about taking the things you've learned in the classroom and applying them in a different setting. And so one of the things that we're proud of here at Coastal is that we put a strong emphasis on experiential learning.
Experiential learning can be used explicitly to learn a new skill or to become better at what we already love doing. Here is how it works. First, get yourself into a situation to experience. After, reflect on what happened. Then, try to understand the relationships to form an abstract concept. If I do A, I get B. Last, decide what to do differently next time. Then do it again.
So I've got in front of me these tablets. And as a student in a 4-year program, you're likely to take about 35 to 40 classes. So it's about right here. So sometimes when you take a class, you take the class. It's a good class. You come, you learn, you do well on the exam or the paper, and you get from that class skills and information necessary to succeed. But sometimes, and more often at Coastal than at many other institutions, you need and have the benefit of more than just the class itself. You are part of a class that has experiential learning as a component. At Coastal, you can identify an experiential learning class because in the section number it will actually say Q in it. So you can sign up for a Q class and you can expect something a little bit more engaging and perhaps something a little bit more challenging than you might get from a conventional class. So let these tablets represent classes. An experiential learning class in the humanities might allow you, for example, to study writing or editing or design and then apply it, like working on the literary magazine. So you could have a class in design or editing, and experiential learning will create a reaction. It will somehow energize you in a different way and allow you to experience that content in a very implied environment. Now, our university abounds with opportunities for this kind of experiential learning. We have in our college alone, we have the Athenaeum Press that generates publications and media. We have the Dyer Institute that talks about public policy. We have the Jackson Scholars Program that emphasizes leadership and ethics. And in all these circumstances, what you're doing is you're taking your education and you're putting it in a circumstance where it's going to react in a different way. It's going to create conditions where you're likely to be more successful. And the data bears this out. There's been lots of studies in experiential learning, and most of them come to the conclusion that students who participate in experiential learning are likely to be more successful both in their undergraduate experience. They're likely to be more successful if they choose graduate study. They're more employable, and believe it or not, there's even evidence that says that students who experience experiential learning in their education turn out to be better citizens, more engaged, more conscious of the world around them, and more willing to help in their community. So we're proud of experiential learning at Coastal, and experiential learning is one of the ways that you can expand your education here. So I hope that you'll think about this as you think about your classes going forward, and we'll see you again soon. Oh, God. These are not candy.